Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of my Ark Survival Evolved mobile official server playthrough. This episode is actually a little shorter than usual, but the content's pretty good, so if you enjoy it, leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, I appreciate all the support for those of you watching. And then just one thing I want to say, I didn't get to record like the first 20 minutes of this. I accidentally didn't hit record, so all I did there was just make a wood foundation and some walls. So that's what you see me returning to here. I definitely decided it was time to make a base. Honestly, it's not the worst thing I didn't record the first 20 minutes because the grind for resources in this game is so insane, especially with buildings. Right now I don't have any tames, but dude, if you see all the trees I'm chopping down here, this was only for about 2 wooden ceilings, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. I definitely think though this was a good time for me to get my base going because I had basically just been wandering around and leveling up for the past few episodes. I finally got my ceilings done, and as you can see I just placed them here, and the last ceiling I just stuck in the corner, giving myself a nice little 2x2, 2x2x1 base. The last thing I needed for this base was a bed, so I decided to kill this patchy to get some hide. I then saw this dodo who's up to no good, so I decided I had to steal some hide from him as well. Not my fault. Here's where things start getting off the rails a little bit. I was looking for more creatures to farm hide from when I saw a thyla sitting right outside my base, and these guys rarely lock onto you, but when they do, it is so bad. And then I turn around and I see another one to my right. So I just decided to run for the time being and not think anything of it. However, I then immediately got slashed, and it took out more than half my health in a single hit, and they were both targeting me. And also, sorry, not Thyla, Therizina. But I just sprinted back to my base, and I tried to frantically climb in. And dude, I cannot tell you how stressful this was. But I got in just at the last second, and then immediately teleported me back out. And then I died. Anyways, I tried to spawn at the zone nearest my house, but I sort of immediately got in between a Carno and a Paraceratherium. And, well, you can imagine what happened next. I actually thought I was going to get away here. And then I ran into a different fight with a trike and a titan boa. And somehow here I was still injured and there was just nothing I could do. And then I accidentally punched a Paraceratherium and I died. So I again respawned and I was just a little confused about where my base was, but I did find this ballista, which was cool. I then got into a terrible encounter with the trike, as you often do when trying to farm basic resources, and I was again dead. So yeah, pretty rough start to the video. I did actually stumble across this cave entrance though, the lava cave, which gave me another level up. So better than nothing, I guess. Anyways, I was just totally lost at this point, and I could not for the life of me remember where my base was, which was honestly kind of an issue. I wish I had screenshotted it in this moment, but I sadly did not. So I really was just wandering around for probably 20 minutes trying to find it. Anyways, as you can see, I did finally find it, and I was so relieved, because now I could finally get on with the video. It took me so long. As you can see, my hunger was completely out just from searching, so yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah, there I was, just minding my own business, trying to recuperate a little bit from the terrible Thyla death I had. And then I saw some light stomping around me, and boom, again. smacked by the Therizina. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Thyla. Anyways, I knew here that I was pretty screwed, but I was doing a good job using the base to sort of run around it, and I actually managed to get inside my base to safety. So I ended up just deciding to lead it away because it was actually really hacking at my base, and because this took me just such a long time to build, even though it's only 2x2, I did sort of want to preserve it. So I just started sprinting away from the Therizina as fast as I could. Anyways, after successfully leading that terrible thing away, I finally got back to my base, and for a second I thought there that Trike was trying to destroy it. At this point, I had probably played like a little over an hour, and I had made negative progress. So I decided that, you know what, my goal for this video is just going to be to build a bed in my base. So that's what I set out at doing. Really though, this was no easy task, and I ended up having to somewhat brutally attack this Phiomia. And honestly, I do have a soft spot for these guys, but it was a pretty big one, and I just needed hide, and I just could not spend any more time trying to work on my base. It did sort of fly up in the air there and then get bounced around. But yeah, it did give me a decent amount of hide and a ton of meat, which was pretty good. I actually got a campfire going to cook some of the meat because throughout these entire series I've only been eating like berries and really just whatever I can find. So this was a pretty big upgrade. After getting some food and a little more hide for some dillos, should I say, I finally had the means to make a bed, and just look at that. I was extremely pleased. And yeah, it only took me I don't know, 90 minutes? So yeah, to end off this video, here's a clip of me one-shotting a low parasaur right after I put my bed down. I know this video is probably shorter than usual, and the content isn't great, but, you know, I think it's a good representation of the freaking grind that Ark Mobile players go through on these servers. So yeah, if you enjoyed, definitely just subscribe, like, and whatever. I'll release more soon.